So one of the questions in the linked list section is the add two numbers. So in this question we are presented with two linked lists, each containing positive integers. So it starts from the units place and then goes to the tens and hundreds and so on. So we need to add these two numbers. So here we can see that we have to first keep track of the carryover. So we start with 0 and then the final output num we start with none or null. Now while true, we first set the total to 0 if L1. So if L1 is not none, then we add the value of the L1 node. If L2 is not none, then we add the value of L2 dot value to the total. And finally we add the carryover to the total. So now we can check if the total is greater than or equal to 20. And in that case we set the carryover to 2 and subtract 20 from the total. And otherwise if it's greater than 10, then we set the carryover to 1 and subtract 10 from the total. Otherwise the carryover is 0. So now we can create the list node for the current total. Now if the num hasn't been set yet, so if it's still none, then we set it to initial, which is also the node that we have currently created. Otherwise, we set num.next is equal to node. So this will be the linked list. And then we set num to be the node. Now at this point, if L1 still contains more digits, then we shift it forwards by doing L1 is equal to L1.next and then the same thing for L2. So now if at this point we have reached that L1 and L2 are both none, then we check if the carryover is greater than 0, in which case we create a node using the carryover and then set num.next to the node. And then num will be the node. And then we return the initial. So this has been submitted and we can see here that this solves the question. So one of the questions in the linked list section is the odd even linked list. So in this we are given the head of a singly linked list, and we have to group together all the odd index nodes and all the even index nodes. So as you can see in this diagram, we have 1, 3, 5 and then you have 2, 4. So in order to solve this, we need to first, for example, connect 1 to 3 and then 3 to 5 and then 2 to 4 like this. And eventually we want to take this number 2 node and connect it to the end of the odd sequence. So to do this, first we check if the head is none or the head.next is none. And if it is null, then we return the head. Otherwise we first set the odd head as the head of the linked list, then even head as the head.next, so the second node, and then we have the even start, which will be the even head. So while this even head is not null, we'll set the odd head.next to the even head.next. So we are skipping 1 over. And if odd head.next exists, like it's not null, then we set odd head to odd head.next. And now we set the even head.next, which will be the odd head.next. And then again we'll shift even head is equal to even head.next. So this means that we have moved from here to over here. And then at the end we set odd head.next to even start, and then we return the head of the linked list. So now if we submit this, so you can see that the submission was accepted for this. Now the second question is the intersection of two linked lists. So we have a linked list A here starting from A1, A2 and going to C1. Then we have a linked list B which starts from B1, B2, B3 and then goes to C1. So in order to solve this, we'll first multiply all the nodes in the linked list A by -1, and then we will start from the head node of the linked list B until the value is greater than 0. So this means that it hasn't been multiplied by -1. So this way we'll find out what the intersecting node is. Like for example, it would become -C1, and so as we would reach here, then we'd know that this is there in the linked list A. So once we have found the intersection node, now we'll traverse the linked list A again, then multiply it by -1. And so if at this point the intersection is not found, then we return none. Otherwise we return the intersection. So now if we submit this, we can see that this has been accepted now. So that's how these two questions can be solved.